Welcome, welcome. Give me just a second. I have my cat turned off the computer, which ended my stream. Now I'm trying to get everything back into order. Think I'm good. Whew. Ah! Hold on. Had the camera in the wrong spot. That is not right. So sorry. I had it all situated and all good to go, and then Simon was under my desk and decided to hit the power bar. So sorry. Moving screen. All right, there we go. I think we're good. See if I can keep everything from moving. Sorry about that. It's like, all I know is everything just shut off. Then looked underneath and Simon was underneath the table. I am here now. Let's see if I can do some stitching. Alrighty. Welcome, Jody. Hi, Diamond. Hi, Nicole. Welcome, Sheila. Thank you. I saw y'all commenting, but I wasn't able to comment back. At least I don't think any of my comments went through. This needs to be brought over. There we go. How is everybody doing today? I have been doing okay today. I went this morning and I donated plasma, and now I'm working on getting my stitching done for the day. So I don't have any other plans for the day. Oops. Just want to get all of this section here done. This is my goal for the day, which is this is probably about 200 stitches. So I want to get more than that done, but that's the goal. What is everybody working on today? Are y'all able to be getting any stitching in, or is life not, you just don't have a stitchy bug, or you're working on another craft, or what? Ooh. I don't even know. I have no clue what I was discussing before the thing went off. Do you? Trying to make sure my fingers don't get in the way. Legit High by Long Dog, cool. Working on Mr. and Mrs. Cardinal, awesome. Oh yes, the hairspray. That's right. Yeah. I have a hard time spending more than a couple of dollars on a can of hairspray. So this hairspray actually cost about $5. But with the, I don't know, it doesn't even feel like you have product in your hair. Definitely doesn't look like you have any kind of product at all in your hair. So yeah, I'm loving it. I bought it's the one I got is from Dove. It's a flexible hold hairspray is what it's called, and it is awesome. Yeah, like I said, I was a little worried about the haircut because it is so short. This portion here can easily like stay right here in my eyes. So the fact that I'm able to put a hairspray in and you don't need much of it at all so that I can keep it out of my eyes and enjoy the haircut. Because with short haircuts, sometimes that's an issue because it'll get in, it'll be in your eyes. Plus, I'm also getting used to glasses on top of it. So, all new things for me. I've been good. I wear my glasses 90% of the day. Sometimes I take them off when I'm eating. During work days, I'll take them off during my break and my lunch break. Is like I was stating, I mainly need them for the astigmatisms, not necessarily for bad vision. So it keeps my eyes from straining. So I've been, for not ever wearing glasses, I think I've done pretty good on making sure to put them on. I know I went to bed last night feeling like I had glasses on my face. But then again, there are times where I still feel like my hair is pulled back. Like I feel like my hair is up in some kind of barrette or something. So, I don't know. Phantom fillings are funny sometimes. But so far, like I said, I am definitely loving the haircut. I will most likely keep this haircut for a while. Like as soon as when it starts growing out in a couple of weeks, I'll go get it cut back into the same shape. Is definitely have enjoyed it so far. I know this weekend, oops, pulled the thread right out. I've done a good chunk of stitching on Pandemic. I'm debating on whether I'm going to continue working the page or continue working across. Because I'm all the way across on the page, but I need to go down to finish the page off. But at the same time, I'm at the point where it's like, the design I'm working on is really cool. So I'm like, oh, I just want to continue doing this. So just got to decide if I want to try to do page by page on Pandemic or just work on it whatever I feel like. Like this pattern, I've always, like when I started out, I was just doing page by page. Now I'm doing diagonal, but I'm only doing it page length and across. Hello from Sweden. Hello, Malin. Welcome. What are you working on today, Malin? Are you getting any stitching done? I'm just doing $37.99 color all the way across these two areas on this diagonal stitch, which I am still loving doing the diagonal. For this pattern, it makes a lot less hanging threads. Because for one, there's only 19 threads in this. And that's the reason why when I realized that, like in my other patterns, I didn't have very many duplicates of the same thread. I definitely wanted to do it. Because this pattern gave me a lot of duplicated threads. Doing it diagonal squares. Oops, sorry. Doing diagonal by blocks. Yeah. That's why I started my diagonals. When I first started learning, I learned how to park. And I was parking the diagonal squares. And it's great. I don't have no problem with doing it that way. But I don't like having a lot of excess of the same color. So I was like, yeah, I wanted to try the actual diagonal. But I will say, I do think that when I start patterns, I'm going to start them in the diagonal squares. Because I did start my mini dreaming of being human full diagonal. And I didn't like it. So I think what I'm going to do is wait till I got a good length and then slowly move into doing full diagonal sections. And go from there. I'm winding floss onto the bobbins at the moment. Nice. Yeah, I did not like the bobbins. When I started stitching, I was doing the bobbins. I hated the bobbins. So I've upgraded, and I am now, most of mine are on floss drops. I still have threads on bobbins that as I, need that color, I will probably unbobbinate them and put them on thread drops. But I prefer the threads hanging instead of bobbinating them. There we go. But everybody has their own preference on what they like to use. It's the one thing I really love about cross stitch. There is no wrong way. Whatever way you want to do it is the way you do it, like, you don't have to do the pattern to the specifics of what is showing. Like, if you don't like a color, you can change it, or if you don't like the way it looks, if you know how to modify patterns, you can modify it to your own liking. Okay, so this thread I'm going to end as soon as I get to the end of this row. 310 for a bit. Yep. Yep, I know this one here gives me a lot of grays to work on. So that's one reason why I like having my other patterns not be the same colors. So like I have my harmony, which is a bright parrot, rainbow colors. And I'm looking forward to finally getting started again on my mini dreaming of being human, because that has a bunch of beautiful blue colors. And blue is my favorite. I love blue. But I didn't like the 28 count fabric, 1/1. Just seems too thick for me. I just can't get into tent stitch. It looks weird, like too much fabric showing. Even on, 2/1, it's just too much fabric showing. I didn't like it. So the only thing I have for that is if I sit there and like try to go into smaller count to try tent stitch. Like I have a 32 count that I'm working a small project on, and I did a small section like on to the side of it where it was 1/1, 1/1 tent, just like a couple squares of it. And I think I could do that, but it's still one of those, I don't know if I could, I don't know. It's one of those, I'd have to find one of the really small HAEDs. Like I have one that I'll probably try it with. It's another cat one, so it's not anything I'm going to start anytime soon. But before I try tent it again, it's going to have to be on a real small count. Alright, now I'm going to do a half pen stitch. And I totally forgot to explain how I did that. Oh well, I'll do the next one. Alright, that is done. Scissors. Okay. I don't know who that was. Sorry, give me just a minute here. Alright, new color 37.90, 33.79. 37.99. I wrote it wrong on the card. But alrighty. Gotta have the loop end. There we go. Alrighty. Sorry. Alright, so we are going to start a new thread. I like doing, when I know I have a good few stitches to do, I like doing the, I don't know what this method is called really, I just call it like a waist start. I'll put the thread where it's just barely through. Try not to pull it all the way through. There we go. A little bit, there we go. All right, now it is good to go. Ooh-wee. Allergies. It's been a rainy day today. Like when we were out and about earlier today, when I went to go donate plasma, it was stormy. Like, it didn't start storming until after I got into the building, so I was happy about that because I hate driving in stormy weather. You know, because you just have, you know, crazy drivers out there that just still drive 10, 15 miles over the speed limit in extremely bad weather. So luckily, everything started after I got into the building, but it was like massive thunder noises and rain pouring down. And then it got done about an hour and a half later, and luckily it was down to a steady trickle. I'm trying to make sure I keep my fingers out of the way. Ooh. Hair in the eye. All right. So make sure, did I miss something somewhere? Give me just a second here. There. Not sure where I'm at. It should be here. Yeah. I forgot this right here. There we go. Now I'm back on track. Not quite sure how I got so far off track, but oh well. I fixed it. But yeah, it's getting wet, like colder here in my section of the United States. Which it's about normal with the time of year it is. Just glad I'm working from home and don't have to worry about getting out on real cold days. The icy snow days. Those really suck. But luckily, I don't normally have to worry about them too much. Because working from home, I can stay in my house and don't have to worry about going into the office. We are going to have to, like, we've had a break this week, the last 2 weeks, on getting up extra early to get my middle daughter to her special classes. She's actually taking college classes at the moment, and as well as her regular classes. She's in 11th grade this year, and they've got a thing called Area 31 that she can actually start taking college courses, and as long as she passes with a B, she gets college credits to go towards the career. She's going to be going in as a early child development is what she's going in as. So that's going really good. but we have to have her at the school 45 minutes before school opens. And the bus doesn't run early enough, so we have to drive her. She is 16, but she doesn't have a license. So, you know, and we only have one car. So, yeah. She is saving up her money so she can buy her own car. So that's good. She works 5 out of 7 days a week. She works at Walmart. She likes it so far. She's made quite a few friends over there. One of her best friends, her absolute best friend, is also working over there, so she gets to work with her sometimes. She hits her 3-month mark next month. We've had negative degrees Celsius for about 1.5 weeks. Under 32. Whew. Luckily, seems next week will be around 50. Yeah, we're about 50 right now. It's just, you know, they have nowhere for her to sit inside a building when she goes to wait for the bus. So, you know, I start work at 6:30 in the morning. She has to be, the bus doesn't show up there until 6:45, 6:50. So my husband has to get up in the mornings to like drive her over there and let her sit in the car so she doesn't have to sit out in the cold or the rain. Now when it's nice out, I was able to take her and she just kind of sat out there waiting for the bus about 10-15 minutes because it's close enough that I could drop her off and get back in time to clock in for work. So now I get to get up a little later because before when I had to take her, I'd have to get up earlier, but with him taking her, I can get up just a little later to make sure everybody is up and out the door. I know I should just let them get up on their own, but I know my daughter, she does not wake up well in the mornings. She is not a morning person. She dreams she wakes up and does what she needs to do, which I totally understand. I have done many a times myself. Like you're dreaming, you've gotten up and you've done what you've needed to do, and then you open your eyes and realize you haven't even started and now you're running late. I always dread it when I sleep and I dream of work all night. It doesn't happen as much nowadays with the work that I'm doing, but back when I was working office work, oh my lord, or office work, that's what I'm doing now. When I was doing manual labor, moving boxes around, because that's like, was a picker. I picked stuff, or I was put away. I would drive forklifts and put stuff up in the shelves or whatever. Oh, the times I would just dream of moving boxes all night long. Then wake up and have to go move boxes all day long. Those days sucked bad. So, but I would say I don't have those dreams anymore. Like, very rare do I dream of being at work. You know, I don't have those crazy work dreams, which is good. almost done with these squares here. And then this will probably be the end of me. I got some good stitching in this hour. About an hour, hadn't it? Yeah. Yeah, with the 30 minutes I lost before, probably. Maybe just barely pushing an hour. But it's 3 o'clock here today at the moment. Ooh-wee. I'm going, I think Thursday. My other daughter is taking me out to eat and to get my nails done. So I have not had my nails professionally done in almost 2 years or more. I don't remember the last time I had them done. I think it was 2019 that I had them done last. So I know I'm not gonna add much length to them. I can't do real long nails. They just don't work for me. They can't be much longer than what I currently have. Dirty nails. So I don't know what design I'm gonna do on them yet, but it is gonna be interesting trying to stitch with fake nails. That is going to be a new experience for sure. But like I said, they're not gonna be very long. I don't do real long nails. So they may be just a little longer than these, but not much. We all right. I got, let's see. I think I'm not in the right spot. Need to go here. There. Hold on. That is getting me. So I'm just gonna go here and then here. No, why am I having trouble with this stitch? There it is. I was going too low. Crazy head. Yeah, mother-daughter time. Yup. She turned 18 this year. Doesn't seem like I should have an 18-year-old. Oh well. I do. Take every moment I can with them while I still got them around. Pretty soon they're all going to move out and have their own lives, keeping them busy. Yeah. She actually wants to get the actual nail kits and learn how to do the nails herself. She likes the idea of doing nail designs and stuff like that. She can't do it professionally because she has real bad social anxiety. So trying to talk to strangers or have strangers come to her would be too much, but I've always told her if that's what she wants to do, get the stuff, I'll let her practice on my fingers. I got all kinds of fingernail polish. I have to do, like, I can't use most fingernail polish. My nails are real oily, and most fingernail polish, when I put them on, is gone within the day. Like, they're already chipping if they're not literally peeling off. Like, literally, you can grab parts of it and just peel. Don't blink. Yeah. I've recently found some fingernail polish that actually stays on my fingers, and it doesn't, I don't have to pay an arm and a leg for it. It's probably why you basically see me wearing the same color nail polish, because they only have like 2 colors that I really, really like. It's this pink and the green, teal green that I wear. Those are the main 2 that I absolutely love. I can put them on, and if I put on them and a layer, the top layer coat, I can normally have them on for about 5 days before the first chip in the fingernail polish kicks over. She could talk into Tessa would barely talk to people. Yeah. It would be going into the room with people she don't know. It's like literally when we have company over, she, like, even though she knows them, she holes up in her room and won't come out until they leave. Because it's like they're in her space. She tried working at Walmart, and she just kept making herself sick with anxiety over going into work. That I told her, don't force it. So, come on. There we go. We actually ended up pulling her. She can find a job working from home. True, but most of them require you talking to people. And she, like, unless she can find a job where she never has to talk to anybody, I'm not sure that would work. But I don't know all the types of work from home jobs either. I work from home, but my job is to, help walk people through their their issues with their computers and stuff like that. Yeah. The nail salons up here actually, like, when a few times that I've went in, you go in and they try to talk with you. They try to keep a conversation going with you. Just, I don't know. Very rare is it silence. I will admit, if they're not talking to us, they're talking to each other. It's the same thing when you go get your hair cut. The stylist make a point in trying very hard to keep you entertained or keep you talking with them. The very few places that I've went that there is no, like, you just do what you came in there for them to do and leave you alone. They want you to interact with them a lot, but every part of the United States or like Sweden or any of those other places, everything is run differently. It is not the same in each location. Right, and that is gonna go there. Put that down there for a minute. Yeah. I've had my nails done when we lived in Texas years ago. I got my nails done when for my wedding, and that was a unique experience. I'm gonna do mark all these. All right. You're so used to silence. Feel weird when people talk. Yeah. My kids tend to call me crazy because like if we're standing in line at the grocery store too long, and like somebody says some kind of comment that I can join in on, I'll jump in on the conversation that they're having, as long as it's not like a private conversation. Give me just a second. Look away if you need to. I'm moving the camera down just a little. There we go. You know, if it's a private, Stitchy, hi, welcome. Droop or dry, and they crack. Well, that's understandable. Like I said, I haven't been to get my nails done since 2019. I think actually 18. And I don't know. My biggest problem is like it's like when they grow out, you got to go get them fixed again. Same thing with haircuts. It's like you just gotta keep the maintenance up on them, and they're a pain when you have to remove them. They're not easy removable, and if you wait too long, you rip them off, and that hurts. Hi, Stitchy. We were talking about you earlier. Was your ears burning? I mentioned that I posted a picture of my new mug in your Discord. Okay, so we will go just a little bit further, and then I'm going to have to call it a night. There we go. We're gonna park that one, because the way I tend to do my stuff here, it's like this has a bunch in here, so I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to do all the ones that have a lot less, and then proceed from there. All right, so this one, that one. Try to see which one I'm gonna grab. We're gonna grab this one. Don't. Come on. There we go. And we'll go for probably about another 30 minutes. And then I'll have to call it quits and go figure out what we're doing for supper. All right. There. And then it's gonna go down 1, 2, and 3. So There's one. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Right. 1, there's 2. Just making sure I'm in the right spot. Getting that pad?
I'm checking on it real quick.
Okay.
That should be fine for now.
Okay.
That's 35, so I think it should be fine.
Okay.
Just gonna put it wise, okay.
Alrighty. And that one is done. 3 little stitches and it's done. Oh wait, no. I gotta go one more down. Because that's still part of this 10. I try to do the 10 by 10 blocks. I stopped one stitch too soon. So that needs to be stitched. And then down 1. And then we'll park it. And that one is going directly under here. How have you been doing today, Stitchy? Alright, now the next one is going to be this one. Sorry, I bumped everything. Separate, thank you. Yeah. Well, let's see. Come on. Alright, let's see. What am I going to talk about now? I've talked about nails, hair, my glasses a little bit. I don't know. Come on. Pull that back down there. All right. I think once I get done here, I'm gonna go get food situated, and then I need to figure out where I'm going to order my fabric from. And I want to try to find one that isn't going to take 2-3 weeks to get to me, because I really want to do the Heaven and Earth mini dreaming of being human. Thank you. Yes, I love the color too. Let's see, where am I at? This is a little off. Let me check something. 6, 10. Ah, that's why. All right. I got you. My count is a little off here. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I go to Walmart and buy the I think it's Herbal Essence hair dye. I don't get it professionally done. I can't. It's just too much money I can't spend. I have a hard enough time going to spend $10 on a box of hair dye. Where do you go from here in the States? So far the only place I have bought fabric from is 123 Stitch, Walmart, and Michael's and Hobby Lobby. I don't really like the fabric from, or Joann's as well. I don't like the fabric I got from Joann's the last time. It was a 28 count. I did not like it. There. I'm fixing my stitches. Give me just a second here. I know there's other sites that we can go to order from. For me, pull that back up. Go here. That is in the right spot. I think we have a Stitchy store. Let's see. I think we have one that's about 30-45 minutes away from here. An actual cross stitch store. I've not been able to make it in. They have weird hours. No, they don't have gridded fabric. I haven't bought anything from Etsy. I have been looking on Etsy. I do think, I haven't decided exactly if I'm going with 22 count or 25 count. I know I don't have a problem with 25 count 1/1 because that's what this is. So I know I can do the 25 count. I do have the 22 count. A pattern on 22 count, so I know I like 22 count as well. The 28 count, I have stuff on 28 count, but it's not been full coverage. So that was my first time attempting full coverage, and I did not like it at all. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and all the way over. Okay. Our Hobby Lobby actually has a bunch of the 22 count, 28 count, 25 count, 30 up to 32 count. They don't have, I think I've seen 36 count there once, but they're only like real small. They're not big sections. So they're only small ones that, you know, would be good for small projects. Yeah, no bigger pieces. Yeah, so that kind of, it kind of kills it for like when you're looking for projects for like a HAED. You need just a little more than what they have available. Like I said, I know I can order from 123 Stitch, but it's like normally when I order from them, it takes almost 2 to 3 weeks to get it. And I'm not sure I want to wait that long. Because I really, really, really want to do the patterns so bad. To the point where I'm tempted just to start it, you know, continue working on it. Just so I can. But no sense in working on a pattern you're not happy with. You gotta like your pattern. So, I don't know. I'll look at a few places. I know there's 123 Stitch. I've got a few discords I can pop into and ask where the best place to maybe order fabric is from and see what they say. I do know I want to do easy guide. Because, I mean, I can grid my own. That's not a problem. Is this right? Am I in the right spot? Yeah, here. I can definitely grid my own stuff as I've done on this. But the easy grid is just easier. It's just makes it so you don't have to worry about doing the grid yourself. Let's see. That's why I'm stitching on 18 count. And then I was terrified to mark on my fabric and wouldn't wash out after. Wouldn't wash out after I get that. I do. I had that same fear when I first started as well. But what I did was I took a section of the fabric and I tested it. Like it wasn't anything I was going to stitch on. So I sit there and, oh, that's what I did wrong. Oops. Frog come to visit. Yeah, I took a section of the fabric and I cut it off because I had to shorten it down to size anyway. And I took my little marker and like marked all over it. Oop. And then proceeded to rub it, you know, try to see if I could wash it right on out. That's a good little knot right there. I'm just gonna go right here and go bye-bye. I ain't dealing with you. All right, try this again. Yeah, I was overjoyed. Oops, sorry. When I found this. Oop. Fine point mark be gone. It's a water solutable solution. It says solutable ink. It's got a nice it's got a nice point. It's still a little too big for 25 count, but I'm basically just using them as guidelines. So they're not, I don't need them to be 100% accurate because normally I follow where my stitches end. They're just there to give me a guideline. I have started on my smaller projects. Wet cloth and blot to get the ink out. Yeah, that's exactly what this one says. As soon as it gets damp, it's instantly almost gone. And plus, it slowly disappears over time too. Like if you rub on your fabric a lot. So like if you're rolling or unrolling your fabric a lot, it might rub off. You might have to refresh your pin. And I like the fact that it depends on how hard you're pushing on how light or dark the thing comes out. Did I do that? No, I let that. I just did that. Come on. Here we go. Now let's try this again. I do not think I'm in the right spot here. Okay, so this is here. This needs to go here. And then this is here. There we go. Now that's looking like what my pattern says it's supposed to look like. Yay! Alrighty. And then here. Alrighty. Good to hear that. Yeah, like I know the pre-gridded ones, you soak those in water. Try to make sure I go to the right point. To here. Well, yeah, right here. Trying to make sure I'm at my right spot. Yeah, the pre-gridded ones, I know those have to soak for a while to get that out. So when I get done with my 32 count, I'll get to learn how that one works, because I'll be done with that one the quickest, because my I'm already about 50% done with the pattern that's on that one. As that's just like I think it's only like 3,000 stitches on it. All right, mark my spots. Mark. I'm going to do one more color, and then we are going to be ending the stream. Alrighty, so this is here. There. And then this goes all the way down to here. Is it here? Yes. Make sure I'm in the right spots. All right. I appreciate everybody who came in and hung out with me today. I've really been enjoying the live stitch with me's. Sorry for earlier when my cat unplugged my stuff. He got mad at me because I wouldn't let him out the door. I don't know. Out of the 6 months that I've had them, it's the first time he's ever walked under my desk and unplugged my stuff. Like he was doing it on purpose. He was like, let me out now. Let's see. I am not in the right spot. Am I? Okay, there. Oh well. Yes, and thank you all for your company as well. It has been, like I said, it has been awesome. Just finishing up these stitches, and then we are going to go and make supper. Yes.
I see because she's asleep.
Okay. Go ahead and use.
Use your Facebook?
Oh, hold on. Cancel. Cancel. Just go ahead and sign in with that. Confirm. There you go. Sorry, he was downloading a game on my iPad.
Just needing your login.
Yep. Alrighty. And that is that. And then I'll come back to this later and do the fill in there. Mark it before I forget. There we go. Really enjoyed stitching and talking with you guys. Thanks for answering. No problem, Jody. I'm always happy to answer any kind of questions. If you have questions about it that I can answer. I'm still fairly new at this as well, but I do tend to watch a lot of videos about the way certain things are done, just so that I know. So if I can answer any question, I'm more than willing to help, and if I don't have the answer, I'll see if I can try to find the answer. It's one of the reasons why I like working the IT tech help job, is because I can help people. So, alrighty, I am going to say goodnight. I hope y'all have a great day. Later. See you next time.